Greetings everybody, and welcome to this video. So recently a new update dropped, the update 1.5.9. In this update we got new parts and a lot of bug fixes. So in this video we will cover everything in it. So let us start from the most exciting stuff. Now we have new capsule / separator visuals. So Steph updated the textures on both the separators and the capsules. They look much better now. So now the separators will show which way they are facing, so it's easier for new players or just easier to tell which side they're facing to. So as you can see, now we know which one there is to. And for some reason the arrows do not work when you change colors of the separator. Pretty weird stuff. And the capsule looks actually amazing. I really like it, and one thing I found out and the community has already figured out is if you clip fuel tanks and place them inside the capsules, it makes for great textures. Like, look at that. Secondly, we got round fairings. These fairings are very useful and look very nice. So essentially they're just rounded off fairing tops, they are more for the aesthetic purposes. Quick thing to mention is that they do not adapt to other sizes of fairings, so you have to use specific sizes of them. And thirdly, we have big struts. So these are just upscaled versions of the normal sized struts. Not sure for the usage of these guys, but I mean, it comes in useful when you need to use them for like bigger things. I guess you could use them for like launch pad building or I don't know, bases. I'm not too sure. Next we have a docking assist, which shows relative velocity and distance from your object. With the addition of the time warp here button, Steph thought about adding a time warping to your transfer window button. Now instead of dragging and selecting the whole thing, now you can actually double tap an object which is connected to others, and you can select the whole thing that you want to move. A long-awaited feature has finally arrived. Now you can set the fuel of multiple tanks at once. So you can change the fuel levels of different fuel tanks, and this works for solar panels too. And now you can actually adapt fuel tanks to fairings. So fairings and fuel tanks will basically behave the same as fuel tanks did with each other. Though bigger fairing sizes will of course make the fuel tank go inwards to them, but if you have a fuel tank that is almost the size of the fairing, they can interact like fuel tanks. And lastly, now you can finally see the stars in the background again. I am not too much of a fan of this. I think they're a little too bright, but a nice detail I actually spotted is that the stars twinkle. Yeah, that is actually a very nice feature. So now for the bug fixes. Fixed all fairing issues. You can now disable fairing adapt in fairing part menu, that is with the fairings adapting to fuel tanks. Re-added old planet file support. I believe that is for planet editing when you have old planet files and they don't work in the newer versions. Fixed issue that prevents you from launching after loading a sharing link fails. Added new capsule model to the 1.4 capsule with built-in heat shield. Fixed / tweaked a ton of other small things. And these news are coming from the Discord from Steph. And lastly, we have all of these issues. Fixed sharing, I hope. Let's hope he fixed it. Fixed duplicated / unloadable worlds. Fixed worlds that not loading any rockets in a very large edge case. Fixed strut plus fairing render glitch. Fixed pause menu in horizontal mode. Fixed fuel tank becoming premium when adapting to fairing. Fixed fairing notch hitbox not being visible. Landing legs can now only be attached by their base, not moving part. This was from a report from like a dude who wanted to build a launch pad which connects to the rocket, and the rocket just connects to the launch pad and then fly off. Automatic lost purchase restore. This should find purchases that were lost even years ago, as long as you are logged into the same Google Play account. That is the 1.5.9 update. It is a pretty small but convenient update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.